Hi, this is Dilip. I am from CSC department second year, and this is the third experiment in my lab. And as usually, this is a header file hash include iostream. Now I am going to explain about matrices addition, and this is the main function. This is standard library. Here I have initialized some variables as row and column, and they are of integer type. And I have initialized a first matrix A of 10 as 10 rows and 10 columns, and B as 10 rows and 10 columns, and the third matrix C. Here I gave a cout statement as enter rows and columns, and I'm gonna get input from the user. As said, rows and columns will be get from the user. And this is the cout statement, enter the elements of first matrix. Here I have used a for loop, and the syntax of for is this is initialization, and this is the condition, this is the iteration I++, and the condition is I less than rows, and this is for columns, and this is for rows. And here the scene statement is a of I and j. The first matrix will be imported from the user, and this is the cout statement for the second matrix. The first for loop, as said, is for rows, and this is for columns, and the scene statement is b of I and j. The second matrix elements will be inputted from the user, and the third for loop is for the third matrix C of I and j. In C of I j, this is for rows and this is for columns, and this will be calculated, and the addition of two matrices will be calculated over here as A of I and j, the sum of first matrix and second matrix rows and columns, and the sum of two matrices is the cout statement I gave over here. If you want, you can change the cout statements in any program. And this is the for loop, where the rows and columns of the third matrix, that is C of I and j, will be used, will be printed. And this is the cout statement for C of I and j. Now I'm going to run this, and I am going to show you output. Sorry. I'm extremely sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah, I got the output. Now I'm gonna show you. I have entered 3 rows, 3 columns, and it is asking for the input. Enter the elements of first matrix. I'm gonna give some random numbers. The elements of second matrix. The third matrix is displayed over here. The sum of two matrices is 5, 7, 9. This is A of 0, 0. This is A of 0 of 1, and this is A of 0 of 2. And this is displayed as the sum of addition of two matrices. And the second experiment in this lab is count of even and odd numbers in an array. Number of even and odd numbers in an array, which we are going to give. This is the header file hash include iostream, and this is using namespace standard library. And here I have defined max size as 10, and the main functions I have used array name as arr, and this is as the data type int, and this is the max size. Here I have already defined the max size as 10, so the array size will be over 10. The max size of array will be 10, and here I have initialized some variables as I and even and odd, and these are of integer data type. Here I gave a cout statement that is enter the size of array. What's the size of the array that you're gonna keep the elements in, and this is the cin statement. I'm gonna get the elements from the user. This is the for loop, and here this is the initialization, and this is the condition, and this is the iteration. The initialization is I as initialized as 0, and n is in the condition is I less than n, and the cout statement is enter elements to be in the array. The elements will be entered by the user to be dynamically. The experiment need to be dynamic, so I took the cout statement and I am taking the values from the user. Here I have declared the even and odd as 0 are initialized, and This if statement is for checking the condition whether it is even for odd, and this is the for loop. It's going to check for each and every element of the array. And if the condition is, if suppose if I took the one element, I mean 1, if it is going to check for ARR of 0, and that is array name. If it is in ARR of 0, if there is 1 modulus 2 is not equal to 0, so the event will not be incremented. And the otherwise, if statement is false, then else statement will be implemented and the odd will be iterated. And this is the COUT statements, 2 or COUT statements. And now I'm gonna run this and show the output. Oh, sorry. Enter the size of array. I will give a 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I'm gonna run this again and I show you the output. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The total even elements is 3 and the odd elements is 3 displayed over here. You can check this. 1 is an odd element, 2 is even, 3 is odd, like that, 4, 5, 6. So thank you for watching my video.